Okay, so in the middle of evacuations, we have to think about our other kids, our furry kids, our dogs, our pets, our kitties, right? Whatever it is, your pet iguana, right? But you need all the stuff for them. Do you have a grab and go bag for your dogs and your pets and your cats? So, and here we have our pet first aid kit, really important. And our dogs also have medications. So they need to have that along because we don't know how long we're going to be or when we're going to get back to this house. Now also we have the dog crate here. How am I going to load this guy in, this big crate, into the car here to get going and get ready? And we need dog food. So we already loaded that up. And we got the dog food, whole bag. My dogs eat a lot. So all these things you don't think about, and now I need a container for their water, right? I need extra leashes. And I only have one crate here and I got 2 dogs. Are they gonna fit? Did I think through this process? So yeah, we need a crate for each dog. We need a leash for each dog. We need our pet first aid kit. And of course, we need water, and we need water bowls for them. And same bowl we could use by feeding them. All these things we didn't think about. So when you pack a grab and go bag for you, you need to pack a grab and go bag for your pets. And you need to be ready and practice evacuating with the pets. Usually you take them for the park, go to the park for a walk and all those kind of things, right? You load them up in the car, so the dogs are pretty easy with that, or your pets are. But are you ready with all the stuff that they need? Hi, I'm Paul Dutton with the Emergency Preparedness Network, right? Here talking about pets and pet evacuations and pets and shelters and what you need. This is Jennifer Dutton with the American Red Cross. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. So we're going to talk about today some of the issues and the problems you have when you evacuate your pet. We just showed you, getting the dogs or the cats in, or all the different types of pets you may have in the car and getting them ready. So what are some of the things you've seen at the American Red Cross shelters?
Yeah, so first I just want to say all pets are welcome at American Red Cross shelters. We understand that your pet is a part of your family, and we want to make sure that they are, coming with you when you need to leave. And we've seen a multitude of different things. I've seen, obviously cats and dogs. I've seen people's tortoises, rabbits, hamsters, birds, parrots, you name it. I feel like we've kind of seen it all at this point. And so we're always wanting to make sure that you have everything you need in your pet's grab and go bag, regardless of what kind of pet that you have.
Right. Have you guys even seen snakes, pet snakes, or?
Yeah, I think I've seen 1 or 2 snakes.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, and certainly your pets are just like your family members. Mm-hmm. So you want to have a grab and go bag for that. And what else should we be worried about?
So in addition to, your pet's grab and go bag, you want to make sure that they have their collar if they wear one, and that on that collar they do have the city license number that identifies that they belong to you. And you either want to have that on their collar, written down somewhere, or a photocopy of that collar. And you also want to make sure that you definitely have a copy of your pet's vaccination records from your vet. Yeah. So that way if something does happen, you have that with you. Just like how you would bring your personal important documents in your own grab and go bag.
Perfect. And certainly you should also get your pets chipped, so that they can be identified if they get lost in these evacuations and these troubling times. Those pets feel all our stress, and sometimes they run off, and so you want to be sure that they can be identified by that chip. That's just a really great thing to do. But also, don't they need like a first aid kit too?
Yeah, so, the other things that you should make sure that you include in your grab and go bag is maybe a mini pet first aid kit, obviously food and water, your pet's favorite toy, spare leash or collar for them, or harness. If your pet sleeps in a crate or a kennel, make sure that you have that as well, and that, you get that in the car first before you start packing up your other stuff, so make sure that it fits for your pet.
So the pets also are allowed in the shelters, right?
So pets are always allowed at our shelters. Once you get to a shelter, we will then let you know where you're able to keep your animal, if they're able to stay in the dormitory with you, or if there will be a separate room where they'll stay in their crate and kennel. And the other important thing is when your pet does come to a Red Cross shelter, it is your responsibility as their owner to walk them, make sure you're feeding them, taking out to use the bathroom, and cleaning up after them. So making sure in your kit you also have potty pads or potty bags to help clean up after your pet.
So yeah, really, really important thing. And all these things we're not going to think about, right? As we're rushing out the door and trying to get the dog in the car or your pet, wherever they be, your pet iguana, whatever. So, but yeah, so we got to think about this ahead of time. Again, back to that premise, we got to pre-evacuate, and you got to have that same grab and go bag for your pet, right? Food, water, medications, if your pet takes
Definitely,
those.
yeah, medications.
Right, and first aid kit for them, and make sure you can identify them in a picture of you and or a picture of the pet as well, so that you could show people in case Fido or the dog or the cat gets loose, right? You can say they can help you look for that particular pet. So I think that's about it. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff again that you need to do to get ready, and certainly to get your pets ready, because I know when we load up our dog, she's ready to jump into the truck right away before we even get the crate in, and all those kind of things, because the pets are always feeling our nerves and our stress when we're in those stressful times of trying to load up the car and get the heck out of Dodge right before the fire gets there. So don't forget the pets, right? And remember, they're going to stay right by your side, and they're going to be nervous as well. So you're right. Bring them toys. Great idea. So, yeah. I think that about covers it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was it.
So this is Jennifer, right, with American Red Cross, telling you all the pet perspectives from the sheltering side. This is Paul Dutton from the Emergency Preparedness Network. Come on back. We're going to get you ready and prepared for the next one.